Afternoon, here's Papa Builder Things at Myshire Farm. We're going to be looking at another cage from Wynola Ranch, and this is kind of exciting for us here at the Shire. As you know, we've partnered with Wynola Ranch here for quite a while, and this cage is a Myshire exclusive cage sold by Wynola Ranch. They had sent us a prototype of this cage through the 2021 QuailCon, and everybody had an opportunity to look at it and present their feedback, and then they went back to the drawing board, made some modifications. The major thing that they did, and it's just amazing they would respond to feedback, it's just crazy that they do that, was that the spacing in the walls were not large enough for our jumbo birds. And that we're thrilled that was a problem, because our jumbos are as jumbo as they can get. So they had to make a special cage for it. How cool is that? So let's get into this thing and see what it is that they came up with. And when we're all done here, we'll kind of critique it, go over the benefits of what this cage has to offer. I have no idea what it looks like. I haven't seen it. It comes in 2 boxes, so it must be pretty big. And yikes. Anxious to see what our Myshire cage looks like from Wynola Ranch. How cool is that? I mean, it is kind of a big deal for me. And I can see already that the spacing is a little bit bigger on the walls here. And I can see already that seems like there's not a whole lot of assembly required here, which is good for Papa. It's good for Papa. Yikes. Thing here. So might have to do the guy thing here and read the instructions, but we'll get to that. We've got a bunch of goodies here. I really do like the way they build these cages with solid sides. It really makes these things sturdy. It's a great idea for production too. I can see why they do it, and I certainly understand why they do it. What do we got here? Ooh. So we got the Jumbo Mumbo Super Duper Water, which we do use throughout.
These are new. These are a jumbo water. We don't have those. We might have to talk to them, because those are nice.
These are the jumbo waters. Not to be confused with a jumbo hot bath. So this is not a sauna of any kind. This is simply a water, although it looks like it could be. So nice, nice. Parts and parts. Don't know. Let's see. Let me get this out of here. So the cage comes fully assembled. No idea what that's about.
That's a protector for the water, so the water doesn't get nasty.
Ah.
The water will go here.
I got it.
And then sit on top, so dust and...
Oh my goodness. So I don't know if you heard that, but he's saying that this is that the waters will end up going behind here, like that, and that actually covers the water so that there's no contaminants getting into your water. Well, we don't have that either, so that's a little something I'm going to have to make up. And what a great idea! What a great idea that is. So I think these are, don't know. All right, well that's box number 1. It's pretty exciting. Let's see what's in box number 2.
They have the little thing on this too.
Oh yeah.
Those are just real helpful.
It's already got the adapter here, so you just drill a hole and pop it into a bucket. No other hardware required to make an automatic waterer. So that's cool. And then in some of our other videos, we had all the different floats that they do sell, and how we can make a low pressure water system. We talked about that in another video, and that's what I certainly recommend doing on that. Whoa, look at this setup. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's super nice.
What is this about?
That's going to protect the feed as well, so you're not getting stuff into it.
Wow, that is some kind of cool. And this is the Myshire cage right here, man. So this is awesome. And this is does that just go in the bottom, or does that hang somewhere?
Yeah, this will go on top of the feed so they don't spread it everywhere.
Right.
Less waste.
Yeah. So does that somehow go in here?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like that, maybe? Or...
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Wow, that is nice. Got a little bumper here for your eggs to hit.
And coated wire.
It does have a coated wire floor. Did the other ones have coated
Nope.
wire?
Not all of them. They have some that are coated wire, but most of them are not.
Wow. Okay. Well, yikes. Let's open this other box. They're batting 1,000 here as far as I'm concerned. And I've lost my knife, so here it is. Well, wow, that's impressive. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the mood to look at a new cage or something, but it's a little like Christmas here at my Myshire farm. Golly. So what do we got here? Oh, what do we have in this box? So in this box, it's got a bunch of little boxes in it. So it's got the legs in it. It's got a bucket. So it's already got the bucket. Then it's already got a hole in the bucket for your automatic water. Got a little, looks like a 2-galloner bucket. A nice logo on it. And searching. I mean, they went to this trouble, and I just knew that they would have the hole in the bucket. There's the hole in the bucket. So this guy here, and it's kind of a force fit. Uh-oh. I guess they got something else in mind there. I did see something else in here. So this guy was in there. I have no idea how that works. But kind of clever that you can turn it off somehow. We'll have to figure that out. We'll figure that out. Let's keep digging here. I'd sure be curious to see, you know, who's engineering this stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of a backyard engineer myself, so I really appreciate casters. Here's just wheels for this humdrum. So, but they weigh a ton. So they're nice casters. Let's see. They're nicer casters than we have on our cages, I'll tell you that. There we go. Let's see what we got. This is not a inexpensive piece of equipment, but you know, I'm always amazed at the return on investment. I was in the woodworking business, and we'd buy tools that never did get paid off. These are not rinky-dink casters at all. All right, so we got that. Now we've got some legs and maybe something else in here. tray for your poop, I imagine. I don't think it's going to take a whole lot to put this together. We'll maybe fast forward that for you as I'm assembling it. So you don't have, got some real nice color-coded razzmatazz there. Haven't really ran into the instructions yet. Let's see if we can find some instructions here. There we go. All right, so that's everything opened up. Very cool. Let's say it's 3 foot by 1.5 feet. So that would be 4.5 feet. So 4.5 feet times
3.
12 and some.
13, 14,
12,
about 15,
12
14.
females
Yeah.
and a couple males.
Mm-hmm.
12 females and a couple males. And then
Yeah, I would do 3 males. 3 males and 12 hens.
12 females and 3 males. Would fit nicely in here. And this is the feeder side. So this jumps up and this drops in. It's adjustable. Bam. It looks like they got a nice clearance for our jumbo eggs here as well. That's the problem. That a standard, if it's a standard egg, distance, crack between there, the jumbo eggs won't come out. This new gazmo here, gonna keep your eggs from jumping out and keep any big stuff from getting in your food. I guess I'm not sure how this works here yet. You know how that works exactly, Matt?
I don't.
We gotta figure that out because somebody's gonna wanna know that. Couldn't do that. I can't think it'd be like that either.
Mm-mm.
It's just laying in there. I don't know. I'll have to ask about that. Guess we could call them up, see if they answer the phone. Alrighty. And then this is super colossal difficult too. Your water on this thing here. Man, they don't get no cleverer than that, I'm telling you the truth. And I can go down one more, so. Go like that. And it's kind of, there we go. Man, I love that. We'll have to do that on ours. Cause the dust and stuff, you know, it's inevitable it's gonna get in there. So let's see what we got here. We got this guy. There's a tray, no doubt. Okay. I got that in backwards, but I guess it don't matter too much. And they got that nice hangover there, because somehow or other they throw that out. So that's nice. Nice. This is a lot of hardware here. So this guy here, I'm gonna say goes right here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Yep, just look at that. And that supports that nicely. That kind of doesn't really need the support, but awesome that it's got it for sure. That's going to definitely take care of any sag. And when don't do a good job of keeping that clean all the time, you're gonna need a little extra weight capacity for sure. This guy jumps up like that, and that's gonna go in there like that, and we can do that. You can deal with it. Zach, you want to come over here and get a bird's eye view of this because it's kind of important. Kind of important. I was fiddling with this over top, but it's kind of important that you'd get this thing here underneath there so it would help support that. That's pretty important that you would get that in the right position. It would do the job if you put it in there wrong, but if you put it in there right, I think it's going to be a much better thing. I'm having to kind of angle these a little bit, but look at that. Yeah, I wouldn't advise driving a truck on that, but you could sure let the poop pile up before it become a problem. That is nice, very nice. And I saved the right one for the front. And that's that. So we'll finish it off here, might as well. Can't dance. I think I put these on backwards. So now that I've done this wrong, this was supposed to go in the, no, that can't be right. Huh.
I think you flipped it.
Well, this has a red and a green sticker.
Yeah, this one has red and green on this side.
So it's just flipped over.
Yeah.
And that may have made a difference as where I was having trouble with putting the screw in. So they tried to make it crystal clear, but Papa doesn't follow instructions all that well. You can call home and ask my wife. That's handy that stays in there like that. All right, well this was kind of a fun little project, put this thing together. I don't think you'd have any trouble if you just had a regular screwdriver. These all line up pretty darn good. Now this one I do have right. This one here, the colors are matching up. That whole line right up. It ain't easy really to get all those holes to line up just perfect like that. Da-da. I think that's in, Jim.
Plus the casters.
Got to deal with the water here, I guess.
And the casters.
And the casters. Oh, yeah. Let's figure this water thing out. Let's figure this water thing out. And unfortunately, I don't know what I do with it.
I thought you put it in the bucket.
All right, so somehow we got to make all these things. We've got to spin this around so it can be on the water side. There we go. Just for giggles. All right. Nice. All right, so how in the world is this supposed to work? I don't know. Unless it just pushes onto that little hole, and it might. Get around the other side. Let's see what this guy does here. Yep, bada bing right there. So this is just gonna pressure fit on here like that. Bam, that's all there is to that. And we're gonna put a washer on here like this. It gotta fit tight, so, and it does. Nice silicone, flexible, jobby. It's gotta compensate for the curve of the bucket as well. Let's put it on the right side here. And then we're gonna put another one on here.
That's nice.
Just screwing it on. Now, if, you know, this is just a food grade bucket. You can get them anywhere, so if you wanted to upgrade to a 5 gallon, it wouldn't be a, you know, major problem. But on the other hand, if you were gonna put a float on here, I don't know if I got one over here or not. Yep. They got different floats, but they're all similar, you know. So if you were gonna put a float on here that had a water hose on it and that turns off, then that's would keep this bucket full. You wouldn't need a bigger bucket. You just make that turn off when it's full. You wouldn't even need to have that waterproof really, because you could have the float turn it off before it got to that hole. They have different ones that would be a better fit to make it automatic. I'm just gonna turn that a little tight. I don't think it's gonna need to be super tight to be waterproof there. And that guy's gonna go there, this guy's gonna go here, and this guy's gonna go here. And it is a great idea to have this shut off. That is very clever. And we've got shut offs on ours. So, it is my pleasure to present to you the Myshire exclusive cage from Wynola Ranch. Gives me chills to say that. Who would have ever thought that we would have somebody representing us so nicely? And we certainly appreciate these folks and how much and how responsive they've been to our needs and the needs of our customers. And yikes, you know, it's just super cool that they're all about that kind of thing. So, yep, they're fine folks, for sure. I've never talked to them, but Jack talks to them on a regular basis. And it's all good. Yikes, except for that one's a little tight. I don't think we can blame them for that. Try with this. I really don't even, I guess these, there we go. I guess they fit over top of that, huh, apparently. Let's do this. Let's take that off, that down. Slide that thing, bang, so much stuff goes all over the place. Maybe not. There we go. I didn't make much of a mess there. So that's going to go on the outside of that. We'll try another and see how that's going to go. That acted like it bottomed out there. I get the impression that that one stays on. I shouldn't have taken that off. I think it bottoms out right there. Yep, I concur with that. Probably didn't need to take this one all the way out either. Okay. Next one, I'm just going to loosen it up. I think this one was hard to take off because you weren't supposed to. And that's that.
Those are nice wheels.
Really nice wheels. Those wheels didn't come cheap, I'll guarantee that. So speaking of how much this thing cost, I've forgotten. $270 or something? Is that what it was?
$280.
$280? $280. And then plus shipping?
Nope, free shipping.
Free shipping, that's important, since it comes all the way from California. I don't know, in my mind, that's, you know, a lot, but yikes. I certainly wouldn't want you to ask me to build it for $280. Couldn't do it. I guess so. And again, you know, it's just, it's the nicest cage that we've seen. It's the nicest cage that they have to offer, except for their jumbo, triple, quadruple tiered things. We're real happy to have our name on this one, that's for sure. If you plan on getting their jumbos, you know, we certainly would recommend that you get this as opposed to getting a standard cage. You'll have some problems with our quail and the eggs being too big, and we're not going to apologize for that. So that would be, see if we can put this up here. Oh, a lot of steel, it ain't light. All right, well, there we have it, folks. I'm gonna turn around and wait. Woo! Rolls better now. All four of these are lockable. So what did we end up with? 12 birds?
12 hens.
12 hens. If you're looking to have, you know, your own source of protein, of course you got other things. There's brooders, you know, and incubators and this and that. I guess if you were to buy live quail from us, we have do we sell a 12 pack?
We do. You could buy 2 sets.
2 sets of starter?
Mm-hmm.
So, and get you going pretty darn quickly with this setup. This cage is going to last for a couple generations. There's no little doubt about that. So don't worry about spending the money on and thinking you're going to get a piece of crap, because this is the real deal here. You can shop around and see if there's anything comparable. I don't think you're going to find it. I appreciate you putting up with me. I appreciate Wynola Ranch going to this trouble for our jumbo quail. And all right, pop it back here about this cage, postscript, be exact, you know, shut her down. We're talking about how nice this cage was. And Zach came up with the theory, and I think it's a good one, that if your cages were outside or inside, whatever, that this is going to be a real advantage in terms of your predators. Because sure enough, they're going to wait until they're eaten and they're going to grab their little heads and rip their heads off. And this prevents that from happening. Maybe part of what they were thinking, and if it ain't, and the same with the kind of predator proofs the water as well. Mm-hmm. So it was just something Zach thought of after we signed off, and I wanted to share that with you. It's always a pleasure. It's Myshire signing off. Love you.